Football can be very cruel. I want to play football forever, but we know that's impossible. One day, I will have to announce my retirement from playing, but I do not know when that will be. Words of Luka Modric following Croatia's painful draw yesterday in the Euros against defending champions Italy. Where are you listening to us from? In Abuja, or perhaps you are out of town, or maybe, just maybe, you are not in the country at this moment. That is why we want to say a very good morning to you, good afternoon to you, top of the evening to you, and a fantastic night to you all over the globe. Welcome to yet another exciting moment where sport takes center stage on Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Yes, check your time. It is a 5 minute gone past the hour of Sport O'Clock. We own the town, we own the airways, and of course, we own the time. My name is Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, because I love dishing sports stories to you, hot and spicy, just the way you like it, straight from the nation's capital and beyond. And of course, you know how we do it. It is not a one-man masquerade dance. It is a collection of great sports journalists and analysts all over the world. But come on, I've got one man always here because he is my partner. I'm a right-hand man.
Absolutely, a day to talk sport, bright and shiny. It's getting rainy out, but come on, we're here to pour you all the stories happening in the world of sport: basketball, golf, table tennis, Formula One. Come on, if it's sports, come on, we got you covered from A to Z. So sit back, guys. The show promises to be exciting, pulsating, interactive, fun-filled, and I tell you, it'll be the jolliest 1 hour of your entire day.
It is not only on radio. You should be listening to us quickly with a great speed like Kylian Mbappe, and rush to your YouTube app and look for the YouTube page Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Yes, let your eyes be as sharp as Carlos Alcaraz looking for the ball. Yes, look for VOP 96.1 Abuja. Yes, that is our YouTube channel, and do well to like, share, comment, and most importantly,
subscribe. And also, you can listen to us anywhere in the world. And Rufai, he greeted you in all different morning, afternoon, evening. Come on, because just how you need to do. Whenever you are in the world, just get the Radio Garden app on your iOS or Apple Store, and voila, just check for Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja, and we'll be live in your speakers. Come on, let's have a party, and the party begins now.
And just like we are going to fly on the show, let's let you know that the Nigerian Football Federation have come out to deny. Yes, and they said, no, don't listen to the naysayers. So we don't have money. We haven't contacted one of African best. Talking about the French coach. Yes, should we say francophone or anglophone? One man that have traveled far and wide when it comes to coaching in Africa. I call him a legend himself, Henri Reneuve. We hear that the NFF have denied getting in touch with him to take over the job of the Super Eagles, as well as Nigerians are doing well in the AAC Championship that is currently going down in Douala, Cameroon. But the WTT has come and gone. But guess what? No Nigeria is on the podium table. We'll definitely let you know how it went down and the winners. And most importantly, from the foreign scene, it is a war of word between Neymar and his Barber. The Barber said Ronaldinho is right. Brazil is an eyesore to watch. The players are not like the legend that we used to know. And Neymar said, my friend, will you shut up your mouth? And it has been back and forth. We will let you know how it's been going down in the last couple of hours between these two guys, as well as great stories from other sports. But Bishop, no time. Should we fly already?
Absolutely. Let's head out to the local scene.
All right, so let's begin from the local scene as we let you know that it is this man that have come out to debunk the news that they will get in touch with Avrabinov to become the next coach of the Super Eagles. But before then, let me just drop this one in. We hear that Victor Osimhen has been invited to Davido's wedding. The wedding is currently going down, but Victor Osimhen actually came out in the early hours of yesterday night to say, wow, I've got my invitation to attend OBO's wedding. We ought to be there, but just that if we go, who is going to talk sport?
Absolutely. I don't, like I said, I don't like flying in the afternoon. Actually,
true.
fly in the night when there's peace and calm. But anyway, guys, let's start from the NFF having it out. Wow. When the news came out, I was a bit skeptical because I remember the NFF saying one thing: we don't have money, we can't run the sport. And then I remember also that the Ministry of Sport has told you, come on, whatever you're doing, you're your own, or we're not bailing you out anytime soon. Not now, not today, not tomorrow, not anytime close by. So to hear the name happening now to me, a man who has won the African Cup of Nations twice with Zambia and Cote d'Ivoire, has managed in faraway Qatar. He was also the manager, the coach of the female national team in France, meaning that they will have to also pay compensation to the French federation. And then I just knew it was not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen.
A man like Aruminov that have won the African Cup of Nations twice with different nations, Zambia in 2012 and Ivory Coast in 2015. He also finished fourth with Morocco in 2019. In 2017, I beg your pardon, yes, he finished fourth. It was the Super Eagles who played Algeria to finish third in the 2019 AFCON. He's very, very blessed with experience and exposure in terms of African football.
He's quite exposed. I think he's understand the terrain. With Morocco, he didn't do quite well. He was knocked out from the the round of 16 place in the African Cup of Nations. I think it was in the Asian Cup he did well, where they played both the Asian and the African. This is the way they call it, this Arabian competition. But apart from that, it hasn't been the best of time for him with Morocco. But you can't take quality away. For a man to win it back to back with two different countries, tells you what he's bringing to the table. So I don't think Nigeria has got the money to do that. A man who has been employed by Qatar, left the Qatar job to take a pay cut to join the French women's national team. He's gonna leave that job for a national team. It has to be handsome. It has to be handsome.
True.
I don't think NFL has got the money to do so, and that's why you could see why they covered the appointment of the judge and his salary and his wages in secrecy, because it could be laughing stock for anybody who hears how much he earns monthly from the NFL. But it is what it is. After that, is a no. We hear. And if has debunked that news and said it's from the pit of hell, and they want it to remain where it is from. Absolutely. All
right, we continue to follow that story and give you breaking as well as update regarding the next technical advisor to the Super Eagles, as well as the NFF giving us a nod on the coach that will become the next man for the job. And away from the Super Eagles, let's touch down the Nigerian Premier Football League. We were supposed to have the coach of Enugu Rangers as well as the media officer live on the show, but as I speak to you, they are currently on a trophy parade. I spoke with the media officer a couple of minutes ago to the show, and he said, look, Franklin, I'm sorry, we cannot be on the show, but let's do this tomorrow. They had to reschedule because they are very, very choked up with activities. When you are successful, you are successful. But one thing...
Yesterday they were at the square where it was like a carnival where people...
it continued today.
It shut down where the whole fans had to come out and then
welcome them.
Exactly. From that trip away to Gombe. And then today it bus party down Enugu, letting Enugu have a feel of what it means to win the league. Can't we buy this idea and get the league as big? This is what the league should be all about. As much as, like I said, we want to argue about what went right, what went wrong during the season. But it tells you this is what it brings the people closer to the club. And this is what we want to see more often. We want to see the league so competitive. Even the people of the country, of the state in particular, or in the country at large, are invested in it. Imagine me here waiting to watch a game that a team in FCT is playing. And in my heart, I'm pounding and supporting.
You can't wait.
Exactly, for the next game, the home next game. And the game is, whether Arsenal or Liverpool is playing, the game is always packed to the rafters. That is what we are talking about. And this will bring more sponsors to the league, because they'll see, it's viable, people are following the league.
True.
It will also bring more infrastructure, we'll not get better stadiums,
absolutely,
money will come into the league, players will be played well, the quality of the footballers will improve, the welfare. So it's a whole, including us, we
as journalists as well.
We can have our own largesse.
Definitely.
Exactly. So,
reporting, covering them, giving them this massive publicity.
Absolutely. So it is what it is. That's the prayer we're praying for the league to get to that level, to the pinnacle. It's our own league, and we'll see. But kudos to Rangers, like I said right now. They're having a parade around in Enugu State.
And not only that, the coach of Fidelis Electric also promised that they have confirmed that there will be better arrivals in terms of players to the team. Recall that they will be playing in the CAF Champions League, and they do not want to participate only, but also to make sure that the name Enugu Rangers spells a lot of doom to their opponents and not to Nigerians. So all in all, they are expecting to get better recruitment.
I think they should be careful with the recruitment. We've seen teams who win the league and then get to sign as much as 7-8 players, and it kills the rhythm of the team.
True.
Or it kills the tempo or the cohesion of the team. As much as you want to get quality players from other players, and know that like the champion always poach players from the lesser side. I'm more interested in picking the loopholes in the team. You don't need to get 7 players, but if there's a problem at left back, fill it up. A problem at right back, fill it up. So it should be specific. There should be a technical, thorough analysis of the team before inclusion. Just getting players because they are quality players may affect the balance. I heard him said so, and I kept on asking the same question. I asked, okay, why can't, now that you are a true champion, the technical committee of the club by now, which they have done, they had a meeting a few weeks ago, should have sat down and say, okay, we've won the league, fine, but come on, the Champions League is no tea party.
Let's have a review on how we have fared this season and what we can do better.
I'm happy that the governor himself, Peter Mba, is invested in the team.
True.
I'm happy that the club has got a foresight about what it means to play in the continent as well. So it's about getting the right inclusions in addition to the team that will help beef up the team. It's not about numbers. It's about the quality that comes into the team, because you can get 10 players and they don't even make it to the first level. And it's we go around again instead, because this time around, Nigeria want to see teams not only in the continent, but can go as last time we got to out of the group stage. The CAF Champions League is getting into the group stage has been a very long time. We get knocked out in the preliminary round. We want to see teams that can go as far like Rivers United have done in the Conference Cup, getting to the quarterfinal twice. We want to see teams go there, compete, have a go against top teams in the CAF Champions League, and if possible, anybody did it. It's not casting. It's not as if it's rocket science.
It's doable.
It's very doable. So
it's achievable.
Get the right team together. If you have to get the best players from Africa, why not? That's why you are the best team in Nigeria.
Absolutely. And also talking about getting the best leg, he has also promised that he will not allow his best legs to leave the team in search of greener pastures. And it just released team of the season in the Nigerian Premier Football League. About 6 Enugu Rangers we are able to make it to the top 11 players in the league, and that's massive, including the 2 centre backs, including 2 attackers, and of course 1 wingers. They were able to have 6 players that made it to the top 11.
I think it's rightly so. Come on, you can't give it to Enugu. They've had a great season from their back line to especially the left back. You know what a player he was, Mugoke, who played for the Super Eagles. Does he play? Invited. But it is what it is.
Watch your mouth.
But it tells you that the team has got a progression, and I'm happy that you said 6. See, in Nigeria, we tend to say, how many years contract do they have? The best you can get is 2 years. So be following the MPFL, the best you can get is 2 years. So if you want them to stay, the contract has to be
Rabiu Ali from Canopilas will say, come on,
I ain't sure that
come on.
It's not yearly renewal of contract.
But he also made it the team of the season.
Exactly. Because I think at the age of 41, what he did was unprecedented. Goals, assists, helping the team. I think Canopilas is not good because of Rabiu Ali. And that's a bad feeling for Canopilas fans. So for me, it's about keeping a core player by giving them the right incentive. If not, they'll get to Zambia. After Danya Anya is there, they'll go to Egypt, Zamalek. There are players scattered around there. Avoid what's happening. New guys are looking behind their back.
And look at our own goalkeeper, Lauren Leke Ojo. He has moved over to Marrakesh. Yes, in Sudan.
Absolutely.
And others will definitely follow suit.
How many of our players in the NFL have a 3-year deal?
And finally, from the Nigerian Premier Football League, we heard that the strategic partners of Nigeria Football Federation and the Nigerian Professional Football League, NPFL, the GTI Asset Management and Trust Limited, a member of GTI, they have promised massive massive inclusion as well as support for the league. This was done in a speech during the trophy presentation ceremony at the champions for the 2023-2024 MPFL season at the new George Township Stadium. Yes, the group managing director Abubakar Lawana noted that he's happy that after 2 years of the investment in the league, they are seeing it and also steering the league to a higher ground in terms of logistics, in terms of publicity. He said they haven't done very well as much as they would love to, but they will not stop investing in the league.
I think I've heard this before. We heard it from a certain sponsor of the Federation's Cup, for lack of not calling names. And what happened? As a picture, the last 3 winners of the Cup hasn't got in their money. So, somebody talk is going on. He doesn't need to talk. All he needs to do is get it done. We'll be the ones making the noise for him. Oh, we hear, oh, wow, they've invested in this money. Oh, wow, the league is this good. Oh, wow. And when what's happening, the media can catch fire when it comes something good is happening.
Absolutely.
So, for me, saying the right words always, but I think we've heard this song over and over again. We need to see them put the right platform in place.
It's been 2 years since their involvement with the league. At least we can still cut them some slacks, can't we?
2 years.
Can't we?
A 2-year-old baby should be walking.
The teeth should not be. Is still not strong at the moment, and the walk is still wobbling. Is not the leg is not strong.
I just if you get there, see, it doesn't matter if we crawl. And I said this before. It doesn't matter if we crawl, if we roll. Let it just be progress. And that's what I'm looking for. If these guys can get our league to where we want it to be, where we have franchises, stores, where we can walk into in Abuja and get replicas jerseys, where you can get the players. See, average Nigerian man cannot the players playing the top flight, if not even in the top flight of the MPFL. Then it means that we mean business because it is bringing the teams to the fans. The fans will be the one who will sell the team. Like now, if FC is in the NLL and everybody in Abuja is supporting the NLL, and obviously one of them climbs up, it's not easy for them to get close to the fans.
True.
So they need to see. It's top bottom relationship.
More like a bicycle pedal.
Absolutely.
You're moving this way from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top.
It might be symbiotic, not parasitic. So I think everybody should find a way to ensure that our football gets to where it needs to be, and it starts from the players and the clubs, getting these clubs to the fans, because the fans are the biggest market.
The fans indeed are the biggest market, according to the Sport Bishop and according to the business angle of sport. All right, away from football, away from the Nigerian Premier Football League, let's touch down the WTT contender in Lagos, as this championship has just ended, where former table tennis world number one Dimitrija Ocharov and Indians Srija Akula have claimed the 2024 WTT contender Lagos single title at the Molade Thomas Indoor Sports Hall of Teslim Balogu Stadium. Now, this is how it went down. On the final day of the tournament, it witnessed a lot of thrilling table tennis as champions were crowned in the women's singles, men's singles, women's doubles, men's doubles, and of course the mixed doubles. Ocharov defeated compatriot Ricardo Huerta in securing the men's single, and then for the women's single it was Indian Akula and Dionshin of China who that faced off, but then it was Akula, the Indian lady, that took that trophy home. Then for the women's double, the Indian duo of Srija Akula and Chana Girish Kamat squared off against a compatriot that is a fellow Indians, Yashaswini and Chopada and Dion Paraja Chutale. It was definitely these women that went with the trophy, talking about Sreja Akula and of course a partner Chana Krisha Kamata. They also won this one. But for the men's double spot, Bishop, the Nigerian pair of Aziz Solanke and Olajide Omotayo, they faced over the Indian duel of Amita Disya and Manava Vikash Taka. But it was Solanke and Omotayo that was outplayed. They were defeated 3-love and they finished second. But they didn't go home without anything. They finished with the silver medals. But
what are we saying is that if there is no Haruna Quadri, we can't vie for Laurel, because
that is what it looks like.
They pulled out due to some slight issues
in illness.
Yeah, and then the best we can get is in the doubles, and even the doubles we didn't win.
We finished second.
We didn't win. There should not be any room for. I keep crying out here. Every time we come to tennis, there are some names that come to our mind. For the ladies, it's something Funke or Shonaike. For the boy, men, to Sheko Toro, like Sheko left, we got Quadri. Funke is still playing to you now as I talk to you.
At 43.
She's still playing to you now as I speak to you because there is no passing of the touch. There is no, should I say, there is no plan to move to the next person. Now, Quadri will not play forever. Omotayo, he played this tournament for crying out loud. How far did he go? We didn't get to say, I don't tell you that I don't table tennis players in Nigeria. I don't agree because in every nook and cranny in Lagos State, in Abuja, they tend to be one player who is playing so well. All it needs is exposure, training, retraining, and it can become gold. So, as much as a game we host another WTT, we're celebrating the fact that the money was huge, but it goes away to India.
Absolutely.
Because the India show, and Nigeria would have to make only one silver from four possible.
And 2 men will share it.
They will share it.
All right, away from the table tennis, let's move to another sport that as Nigeria, though not winning, but topping the table in terms of a performance. Following the conclusion of the Olympic game qualifiers, the Confederation of African Volleyball, CAVB, has released the players' ranking. The qualifiers, which was held in Morocco, ended on Sunday with Egypt picking the sole ticket allotted to Africa. So sad, Sport Bishop, despite Nigerians' impressive route to the finals where they faced Egypt. They actually defeated Cape Verde in the semi-finals and defeated, I think that should be Burkina Faso in the quarterfinals before squaring up against Egypt in the finals where they lost 1-3 in the final. The duo of Pamela and Esther finished in the top 2.
What does it mean?
What does
it mean? Honestly, I'm trying to go around the circles. What it means that Nigeria would not be playing in the Paris Olympic Games. The sole representative will be who?
Egypt.
See, as much as I want to see, there is no place for mediocrity. That's what I'm trying to say. As much as I want to pat them at the back, kudos to the girls. The last time we were there, we finished with the bronze medal, so it's a step up.
Now they finished with silver.
Exactly. But we didn't still reach the goal. The goal was to get to the Olympics. We did not reach the goal. And are you telling us that there are no beaches in Nigeria where these girls we play beach volleyball? Are you saying that these girls are not exposed? See, I still feel that enough can be. See, we are punching. Why we stay where we are because we celebrate mediocrity. We are with the quality of talent I see in Nigeria every other day. We are punching far below our weight. So
should we blame it on the federations or we should blame it on the administrators for poor investment in our sport?
Both of them. It's a like I said, the right hand will watch the left hand, and the left hand will watch the right hand. It has to be the federation because so many of it, so long a time, we will not hear about these guys until when it's time for election. There are only few federations that are always active, and I give kudos to them. I don't know how they get this money. One is volleyball. This guy,
true.
Last year,
rugby also is there. Rugby, athletics,
wrestling. Athletics was walking. I don't walk. They will throw him out quickly.
Come on, Okowa has done well in the last couple.
He has to work.
Okay, he just have to work. He has no choice.
There's a place that you must be invisible.
Absolutely.
You just have to work because that's our mainstay. That's why people want to look. That's why people say these are according to quote in so many. I hate that language, but that's what we hear.
But that's the truth.
Competitive advantage. So
we tend to win a lot from athletics.
Absolutely. So we need to find a way to get. See, I'm struggling why Nigeria cannot be winning the beach volleyball. I'm struggling why we cannot be winning futsal. Don't we play futsal? From childhood we start playing, that with anything. Bangolo, you know what I'm saying? That's
you just want to take me back to my growing up days, but then I will tell you for a fact. I will tell you for a fact that other countries have invested in their sports. They have gone far.
Exposure, playing tournaments. Right now, beach soccer. I wanted to play.
We are not gathering them after 5 years. It is well. And then when we go there, we want to tax them to come back with a goal.
They will come back. They don't have a choice. They will not send them again.
And talking about our players, or better still, our athletes are doing well. African shot put champion Chukwuebuka Enekwechi has set his eye on podium finisher for Team Nigeria in the upcoming Olympics. Olympics is eyeing the podium finish. I sincerely believe in him. I know what he has done. African champions for years, and he's one man that is huge when it comes to the game of shot put. He has indeed written his name in the Sand of Times in Africa.
Absolutely.
The three-time African champion secure his gold medal for Nigeria in the
Exactly.
2024 African Championship in
Exactly.
Douala. He has won gold, but now he's saying, "I want a podium finish in the
This
Olympics."
guy has been running the show when it comes to Africa, but he hasn't taken it to the world stage. That's my problem with Enekwa Chichukwu Ebuka. A very good fan of I'm a very good fan of the young man. I knew when he started, followed his progression, and I saw that the guy goes far. But since he's far, he's as far as Africa. Now he now have to tell the whole world that, come on, I can do better than that. I can push. I can go further. There's something in there for me in the Olympics. See, I like players who believe. In the ranking, it doesn't look like what he's saying makes sense. Because of how well Paul has done when it comes to World Championship. But come on, it's coming from winning the gold medal at the the competition of athletics senior championship in Douala. It tells you that he knows what he wants. So all eyes will be on some of our key players: Enekwachi, Ofili, Ese Brume, Tobiloba Amosu, some of other players who are medal hopeful in athletics, and hopefully get something from there. But I love the fact that he's seeing the future. See, the first part of winning titles and winning laurels is visionizing it, and he's seen it. He sees a medal podium. It could be a podium, could be third, it could be second, but he sees himself. He sees them standing there and raising his hand with the medal.
Absolutely, and the prayers start officially for Nigerians to him. Sport Vision, we started with the Super Eagles story and the NFF. Let's finish with the Super Eagles story. As we hear that former Beninoa forward Razak Omotoyoshi has insisted that Nigerians Super Eagles will have to work hard to reach the World Cup. Despite being the favorites in the group, the Nigerian side is crawling at the other end of the table, and Omotoyoshi said that they have to work. Now, this is what he said, and I quote, "Well, let me say, history can happen sometimes. When Togo went to the World Cup, nobody believed, so the game remains up to them. Nigeria has to work hard if they want to become the giant, if they want to become the African giant that they are," he said.
I think he's saying the right thing. Omotoyosi could have played for Nigeria, but he played for Beninoa. At some point, I think he played in the league here, Nigeria Premier Football League. And then when Beninoa were one of the not in the big bracket of top teams, but they had a certain Omotoyosi, and of course not forgetting Ugumbi, who played for Aimba at some point when they won the CAF Champions League back to back. He's saying the right thing. Nigeria need to step up and see. I'm tired of that cliche, Giants of Africa. It's a cliche right now. It sounded more like a
broken record.
Like a lullaby.
Every time you mention Nigeria, you want to add the giant of Africa.
The only giant I see is the giant in me. It's that bad because every Dick, Tom, and Harry is having a go at Nigeria. But they beat us. Lesotho had a draw against us in our own backyard.
Zimbabwe as well. South Africa. We have to come from a goal.
We are defending against Rwanda. Wow. So I quite agree with him. There's a lot of work to be done. And that's why, again, I must call out the NFF. They are dilly-dallying. Finija has left, right? We should have gotten a coach by now. Prepare the boys for the next game.
We don't have money.
And now again, we appoint a coach 2 weeks before. I will clap at him and say, "Come on, get on the ticket." I just wish I trust the white guys. When they sign this code, they will tell you, "You cannot fire me for a period of longer of time. You give me how many games?"
All of these things will be close.
Don't worry. They don't know what they're doing. They want a coach now. They need to get him up. And you want to be at the World Cup. The work starts now. If it is gone, okay. If I finally they pushed him out. My own opinion, it will be different for any other person. Then get this job to someone who will do it and do it well.
I hope the NFF are listening. I hope Super Eagles players as well are listening. And of course, those closer to the intended coach of the Super Eagles, they are also listening. One man have come out to say that we need to work hard if we must play in the World Cup. Let's quickly go on our first official commercial break. When we return, we will be moving to the foreign scene. I will tell you that the coach of Switzerland have come out to shout that they have stolen his computers following their game against Germany in Düsseldorf. Yes, his computers were stolen when the game was almost finishing. All these and many more loading in the second half of the show. Don't touch their dial.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, this is the second part of Sport Lounge on Voice of the People. Now, the 6.1 FM Abuja, and I'm your sport bishop, your magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor, Nonso Arinze. I'll be taking the troll from to now until the end of the show, okay? So just sit back, relax. It's going to be a jolly ride. Don't forget, you can be part of the show. It's very simple. Talk about everything we've discussed so far on the show. You can send us a WhatsApp message, a WhatsApp call, a WhatsApp voice note on 0700 010 961 961. I'll take that again. 0700 010 961 961. You can also put a call through to us. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria having read out the big story of the day, guys. Are you optimistic that he could be the man? Do you think he could be the man, or do you think we can't afford it? Let's get your opinion on the NFF and, of course, those issues. The number to call is simple: 080-831-28618. I'll take that again: 080-831-28618, and you'll be part of the show. Come on, the phone lines are up and running. Talk to me, because we're the voice of the people, and our job is to give you a voice. Without wasting much time, let's head out to the foreign scene. Okay, let's begin, of course, from the Euros, where we heard our Switzerland coach had computers stolen in Düsseldorf during Euro 2024, though no sensitive data or information about their next game against Italy has been compromised, the team said on Tuesday. Video analysts responsible for preparing data and technical information from teams' coaches were not impacted as they were at Switzerland-based camp in Stuttgart, a spokesperson for the team said, confirming 3 laptops were stolen. Those affected were part of the delegations of junior national team coaches who were traveling across Germany to observe and analyze matches. No sensitive data or information about the upcoming match against Italy has been lost, the official said in an email. Switzerland had reached the knockout stage for the 6th successive major tournament and play Italy. That game will come up in Berlin on Saturday. So it is what it is, guys. Laptops being stolen in the base of the Switzerland national team. And I'm talking about the Euros proper, guys. I tell you, lots happening across the, Europe, and Euro 24 hots on, where we can let you know that Mattia Zaccagni scored in the final minute of stoppage time, and Italy broke Croatia's heart with a late equalizer that ensured the defending champion progressed to the last 16 of the Euro 2024. Luka Modric had thought he had won it for Croatia to send them through as runners-up in Group B when he slammed the shot into the roof of the net early in the second half. That game came after he had seen a penalty saved, but the swift response to the setback looked like it would be enough for the Croatians. But Italy leveled in stoppage time when Zaccagni called home in the 98th minute to ensure they go through with group winner Spain. It was a cruel blow for Croatia, who had been minutes away from progressing, but 2 points is now unlikely to be enough to finish as one of the best third-place team. The result means that Italy will play Switzerland in the last 16 on Saturday, the 29th of June. Still talking about that game, we heard that in more than 2 decades as a professional player, Luka Modric has expressed it all. He enjoyed the sport's highest and lowest moment, and he felt both of those against Italy in Leipzig on Monday. We told you he scored the goal to give them the lead after missing a penalty in that encounter, but unfortunately for him, football is something cruel. It's hard to watch, as we are wondering, is it that Luka Modric last game for Croatia? But according to him, he said it's hard to take. He has been such a great player. These were the words of Wayne Rooney. But he said, I don't know, it's cruel. He does not know if he will be ending his career. Talking about Luka Modric, the captain of the Crocs at the Euros. After the Spain, they made light works of Albania in that encounter yesterday. One man was on fire. I'm talking about no other than Ferran Torres, the former Manchester City star. Spain maintained their 100% record at Euro 2024 as they defeated and eliminated Albania, a result that means that England, France, and Netherlands all secure the last 16. Former City forward Ferran Torres, now in Barcelona, gave a much-changed Spain side the lead in the 13th minute, finishing low first from then he almost passed with the ball bouncing off the post. Christian Aslani, powerful 25 yards strike for Albania, drew a fine save from goalkeeper David Raya, who spent last season at Arsenal on loan from Brentford. Raya also did well to keep out Fulham striker Armando Broja, shot on the turn as Albania could not find an equalizer and finished bottom of Group B. So this is how the games panned out across Euros, guys. I tell you, Albania nil, Spain 1. Ferran Torres with the only goal in that encounter. Croatia played a 1-0 draw with Italy, and of course for Croatia, it may be the end of the road for that team. Quite leggy, quite aged team that has the likes of Ivan Perisic, Luka Modric, Kovacic, Brozovic. Come on, it could be the final end of the end, or the beginning of the end for those players. So this is how the table looks like. Spain top the group with 9 points. Italy second with 4 points. Croatia third with 2 points. And Albania sit bottom of the table with a solid 1 point. And of course, games continue today. Big game coming up. Denmark will take on Serbia. That game is for 8 p.m. As well as England vs Slovenia, beg your pardon. That game is for 8 p.m. That game comes up in Group C. Yes, Group C will see Denmark take on Serbia, and England will take on Slovenia. Before then, 5 p.m. we'll see France with Kylian Mbappe, the max Kylian Mbappe. He will lead France against Poland. That game is for 5 p.m. and Netherlands will take on Australia. Both France and Netherlands are already through after the victory for Spain, and of course the win for Croatia, for Italy, beg your pardon, yesterday. England and Netherlands through, and France as well. Wait and see how they pan out when they hit the street, the stadia later today. Like I said, you can't be part of the show. Let's talk about the game that will come down to this night. Before let's start off from the games earlier today. Let's hear from you. What do you think would happen today? France, Poland, Netherlands, Australia. That game is for 5 p.m. And Group D. And in Group C, we see Denmark take on Serbia. And of course, England vs Slovenia. England have been under massive pressure from the ex-internationals, the likes of Ellen Shearer and Gary Lineker. What do you think will happen today? Let's hear from you. I want to hear from you. Let's look at the games in the Euros. The numbers are 080-831-286. 18. I'll take that again. 080-831-286-18. On WhatsApp, it's 0700-010-961-961. For WhatsApp messages, voice note, and call, WhatsApp call 0700-010-961-961. For normal call is 080-831-286-18. As we're expecting calls coming in quickly, let's move on to what's going down in, of course, far away America. Nobody Copa America that went down yesterday. What a day it was for Brazilian fans, because it wasn't a day to remember, I can assure you, as Brazil began their Copa America campaign with a disappointing goalless draw against Costa Rica in Los Angeles. The 9-time winners had 74% of the possession and 19 shots, but could not break through in their Group D opener. Marquinhos had the ball in the net in the 30th minute after he tapped in at the back post following a Rafinha free kick, but the video assistant referee ruled it out for offside. Brazil's coach, the Rival Jr., brought youngster Endrick, who had signed for Real Madrid and Xavi, off the bench, but he could not find a winner. Paqueta hit the woodwork just after the hour mark and spawned 2 late chances from good position as the Sophie Stadium in Hollywood Park. The West Ham United midfielder acknowledged the side must improve when they play Paraguay, and that game comes up on Saturday. For one man, it was a game to remember. His name is James Rodriguez. The 32-year-old player was in a he produced an eye-catching performance for Colombia in this team 2-1 win over Paraguay. What a day it was, I tell you. The 2-year-old who played just a handful of minutes for Brazilian club Sao Paulo in 2 months, leading to the Copa America, had a hand in both Colombia's goal. Rodriguez was in top form. 2 assists for the man, assisted for the likes of Daniel Munoz, and of course he also had an assist for the goal for Jefferson Lamar as they beat Paraguay by 2 goals to 1. So this is how it panned out. Brazil goalless draw with Costa Rica in Group D. Yeah, Group A will see later tonight, 11 p.m. Nigerian time. Peru will take on Canada. That game is for 11 p.m. later tonight. And of course, that game comes up later tonight. And of course, like I told you, Uruguay beat Panama by 3-1. David Nunes was on target in that encounter. And Colombia, James Rodriguez with the player of the moment, helping them to beat Paraguay by 2-1. Also in Group D. Okay, guys, let's leave, of course, the Copa America. Let's touch down other sporting stories happening and where else begin from. Let's start off talking football. And, of course, legendary former Arsenal and France striker Thierry Henry is one of the names being considered to succeed Robert Page at West Ham. That's what we're hearing. Robert Page as Wales manager, I beg your pardon. Henry, who managed Monaco and Montreal Impact, is in charge of the French under 21 side and is preparing to lead the country's Olympic team in the games in Paris next month. The 46-year-old had a connection to Wales, having studied for his coaching badge with the Football Association of Wales. FAW sacked Page last Friday after the 3.5 years in charge, following Wales' failure to qualify for Euros 2024. Also, we hear that Captain Nacho has left Real Madrid after winning 26 trophies, including 6 European Cups. The Spanish defender, who's 34, joined Madrid Youth Academy age 10 and made 304 appearances following his senior debut in 2012. His final appearance was a 2-0 Champions League final win over Borussia Dortmund earlier this month that saw him become one of the 5 players to win 6 European Cups with the club. Nacho, who is with Spain squad at the Euro 2024, is expected to now join Saudi Arabian club Al Qadisiyah. And Nacho also won 4 La Liga titles, 2 Spanish Cups, 5 Club World Cups, 4 European Super Cups, 5 Spanish Super Cups with his only senior club. And now we turn back to the Premier League for a moment and let you know that veteran and former England defender Ashley Young has signed a 1-year contract extension at Everton while talks to sign massive forward Ilian Ndiaye are progressing. Young, who's 38, signed last summer on a 1-year contract and made 34 appearances as they finished 15. Senegal international Ndiaye, 24, scored 4 goals in 46 games for Marseille last season after joining from Sheffield United for £20 million. It is understood that Marseille and Everton are close to finalizing an agreement for him to join the Toffees. Ndiaye would become Everton's third signing of the summer, following wingers Jack Harrison and midfielders Tim Orebunam. Former Man United, Villa and Inter Milan player Young has won the Premier League, Serie A, FA Cup, Europa League in 21-year professional career, as well as earning a whooping 39 England caps. Okay, guys, keep the calls coming in. 080-831-28618, 080-831-216, 831-286. I beg your pardon. 183 again. 080-831-28618. Okay, we're gonna meditate from, of course, our YouTube page. This one says, any news about Man United for now? We haven't seen anyone. If any news come from Man United, Innocent Romeo, next time, Innocent, when you write, please just tell us where you're sending the message from so that we can acknowledge you, okay? Innocent, we're following up the transfer news like you're listening to us. If we get any news from the good reliable source, we'll bring it to you just like you like. For now, just stick here to voice other people. Now, 6.1 FM Abuja, and we're giving you all the latest news. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Let's take this call. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
My name is Dr. Olajide. I'm calling from Wuse Zone 6.
Dr. Olajide, how is Wuse Zone 6 today?
Very good, very good. I'm a first-time caller on this show.
Oh, welcome to the show. Welcome to the family, Olajide. How are you doing today?
I'm feeling great.
Talk to
I'm
me.
very happy.
Talk to me.
But I'm not happy with the performance of the 3 Lions. They really fall my hand,
okay,
and they are not making me happy. Because I really put so much on them that, yes, this time around should be the time for them to win the Euro. But the way they are going, I doubt if they will go through round of 16. But the way things is being, we just have to support them as a team from my side, and I wish them best of luck when they take on their next match today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olajide, for your contribution.
All right, sir. All right.
Okay, keep the calls coming in. Let's keep talking about the Euros. Come on, guys, speak to me. Speak to me. How do you think the England team will fare today? They play Slovenia. A lot of pressure on the team. A lot of, let's say, criticism from the ex-internationals. But the good news for England is that they have already qualified. Depending whatever happens in the game today, they will be at least, at worst, one of the best losers. They got 4 points already, and they are through to the next round. So talk to me, guys. Want to hear from you? It's 08083128618. 08083128618. Okay, let's go down to other news in other sports. We start off from tennis, where Emma Raducanu continued Wimbledon performance, then assured victory over fellow Grand Slam champion Sloane Stephens at Eastbourne. 21-year-old Britain said on Monday that she had rekindled her love for tennis. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
What's the name? Where are you calling from?
This is Demola.
Demola, talk to me. Oh, wow. Oh, Demola, please do try and call us back, okay? Do call us back. 08083128618. 08083128618. Demola, please do try and get back to us. Still talking tennis, guys. We hear that Emma Raducanu won her game 6-4, 6-love to ensure she got a victory against Sloane Stephens at the Eastbourne. She will play world number 5 next, Jessica Pegula, who is fresh from winning her 5th WTA title in Berlin Open on Sunday. Still talking on Eastbourne, we heard that Cameron Norrie, disappointing season continued as he suffered a first-round exit at the Eastbourne with a straight-set defeat by Emil Rosvori. Norrie, who was replaced as Britain number 1 by Jack Draper last week, lost 7-6, 6-3 in the finished world number 88. Wow. The 28-year-old has had a below-par 2024, winning just 14 of his 27 matches and slipping to 44th in the world ranking. He would not be seeded at this year's Wimbledon, which starts on Monday. And of course, to basketball, we hear that LA Lakers has named television pundit and former player JJ Redick as the new head coach. The former Orlando Magic and LA Clippers shooting guard moved into putting 3 with broadcaster ESPN after ending his 15 years playing career and has no previous experience. The 40-year-old also co-hosts a basketball podcast alongside Lakers stalwart LeBron James. He will replace Davin Ham, who was sacked by the Lakers as early as May. I've got time for 1 or 2 more calls before I leave the studios. Guys, talk to me. Looking at the Euros, of course. And, of course, the Copa America. Brazil are suffering. Don't forget, Ronaldinho did say he would not watch a single game. Yes, he would not watch a single game of the Brazilian team because he thinks their players are below par. Those were the words of Ronaldinho. Do you buy his idea after they started their campaign with a goalless draw against Costa Rica? Really sad if you ask me. Okay, as we're expecting the calls, quickly let me give you the lineup of the games that will be coming up 5 p.m. The game between Poland and France and the Netherlands versus Australia. The lineups are out, but let's take this call first. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening to you. What's the name and where are you calling from?
My name is James. I call from Gariki.
James from Gariki. How are you doing this evening, James?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good. James, talk to me.
Okay, please, I want to know how many goals that Ronaldo has scored in this Euro and the Messi. How many goals Messi has scored in the Copa America?
None of them have scored a goal in these Euros. None of them have scored in the Copa America. Ronaldo has played twice. He's failed to score, but he has an assist. But for Messi, he's played only once, and he also has an assist. No goal yet for Messi.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, guys, keep the calls coming in, guys. But let me give you the lineup. I tell you, the game between France and Poland will be played at the Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund, and Marco Guida of Italy will be the referee. So these are the lineup quickly for that game. In goal for France is Mike Maignan in a 4-3-3 formation. Jules Kouyonde, Dayot Upamecano, William Saliba, and of course Theo Hernandez. In the midfield, you have Aurelien Tchouameni, N'Golo Kanté, Andrea Rabois, Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappe leads the line, and of course that man Bradley Bracola, who is in the 4-3-3 formation. For Poland, you have Lukas Krupski, he is in goal, Jakub Kiwor, Paweł Dewicki, Janet Benarek. In the midfield, you have Nikola Zalewski, Petro Zielinski, Jakub Moder, and of course Frankowski. In the attack, you have Kasper Osbanski, Robert Lewandowski, and of course Sebastian Szymanski. For the game between Netherlands and Austria, the game will be played at the Olympia Stadion, and Ivan Grusliak of Slovakia is the man in the center of that game. For Netherlands, in 4-3-3 formation, you have Bad Verbruggen in goal, Luciel Grutuda, Stefan de Vrij, Virgil van Dijk, and Netanyahu. In the midfield, you have Tijani Ryder, Jedi Schotten, Joe Verman, Doyen Malin, Memphis Depay, and of course Cody Gakpo, the man from Liverpool. For Australia, you have in goal Patrick Pence in goal, Alexander Pras, Philip Leinhardt, Maximilian Weber, Stefan Posch. In the midfield, you have Florian Grich, Niklas Serweed, Romano Smith, Marcel Sabitzer, Patrick Wimmer, and of course that man, former West Ham striker Marko Arnautovic, leads the line for Australia in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Okay, do I have time for one more call before I leave the studio? Because at 5 p.m. I'll be out of here. And I'll be going straight, of course, giving you all the latest. It'll be the evening rush. We'll take you from 5 to 8 p.m. Talk to me. You can drop your message on WhatsApp 0700 010 961 961. 0700 010 961 961, or put a call through me as well on 080 28618. 080-831-28618 and be part of the show. Okay, guys, and this is how much I can take on the show for today, guys. Come on. Do enjoy the games that will be coming up later tonight. We told you it is England versus Slovenia and Denmark versus Serbia. While in the Copa America, it is Peru versus Canada. That game is for 11 p.m. Okay? Come on, like I love to say, keep talking sport, keep living sport. Sport is life. Life is meaningless without sport. If your child award is participating in sport, please encourage him or her. He or she could be the next big thing, okay? From the finance, we're talking sport, Franklin de Monan. I am your sport bishop, your magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor. None so as you saying, we're done and we are gone. God bless, no stress. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Up next is the Evening Rush.